You're watching Steve TV.
Alrighty, just as we're coming around this corner, about 20 metres up, you can see an example of a pretty large fern. That's about the only time that they'll actually do damage to the trees, and that's purely because of their weight. When it rains, it can easily double or triple in its own weight. Not only that, it's on a giant lever, which is the tree itself, and the soil will actually soften when it rains, so that tree fern can actually crank the tree out of the ground, especially with a bit of wind mixed in.
This is the craziest three-point turn I've ever seen.
Certainly is a bit crazy when you keep stalling when you're trying to idle.
Oh my goodness. I don't think we're in Parang car park now. How gorgeous is this?
Lovely. So, number 11 on your sheets, North Queensland fen palm. A couple of cool facts about this plant. Oh, I don't think you can see one right now. No, you can't. Bugger. Usually there's a new leaf on one of these plants just here. Those new leaves are considered an emergency food. So if you're starving, you can cut off one of those leaves. You don't even have to cook it. You just eat it. The reason we call it an emergency food is because it tastes pretty horrific. Secondly, there's a hessian-like substance at the base of that plant. It's really good for starting fires. If you're camping somewhere, I've actually used it myself. It's like kindling and small sticks combined. It's great stuff. Not quite as good as diesel, but close. And lastly, you'll notice that the leaves are really broad, catching lots of sunlight and carrying on. That actually has quite an effect on its growth rate. This plant here, you see that it doesn't actually catch a lot of sunlight. It's mid-afternoon sort of thing, and maybe 2 or 3 leaves are actually fully catching sunlight. Whereas this plant here, which isn't catching any sunlight, usually catches quite a bit. But anyway, this plant here, it catches a lot more sunlight than that plant. And that affects its growth rate drastically. So this plant, it grows about 5 centimetres per year. And the reason for that is purely because of how much sunlight it captures. So as it grows older, it actually grows faster. You guys at the back would know what this is, wouldn't you? Wait a while. No?
Oh, let's wait a while.
Yeah, this is fantastic
Not back
stuff.
out slowly, wait a while, let's go.
Yeah. Basically, these tendrils, they have barbs on them. One way, as you can see, it's not hurting my fingers at all. The other way, I certainly won't be using my skin. But you very, very quickly get stuck. Its other nickname is lawyer's cane for the same reason. If you get stuck, you're going to be waiting a while before you come out. These barbs are actually not here for self-defense. What they're here for is to climb. This is actually a climbing plant. It provides its structural support. So as you can see, I'm moving the entire plant. It has no main support of its own. It's using these trees behind it. These tendrils have waved around and it's now supporting this plant. This plant actually has a couple of very cool uses. Once it doesn't need to hang on to something, these spikes fall off, and this is what's left behind. If you've got cane furniture or rattan furniture at home, it's probably made out of this or 110 species quite similar to it. Secondly, it's also a source of fresh water. If you were to drink that, you get really, really sick. Anything in the rainforest is terrible for you. It's got lots of bacteria, lots of sediment. I know, it looks really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not good for you at all. But to get fresh water out of this, you would need a much fresher piece of wading wire than this. And then you'd cut it off at either end and you'd hold it up. Once you held it up, fresh water would just drip out. It's basically a big filter, so there's no sediment, there's no bacteria or anything like that. And basically, the water drips out and it tastes a little bit like kind of sweet, kind of grassy, but does you no harm whatsoever. And the last use, it's used to discipline children. This is known as the cane.
Oh!
Yeah.
No, you don't want to put that, do you?
Luckily I never got it. I'm too young for that.
Oh, yeah.